Hello and welcome to the Doubletree by Hilton in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. This is an oceanfront resort, emphasis on the resort, which is adjoining to the Spring-Made Pier. This video is going to focus on the resort itself and the amenities within. If you're curious about the room, there's another video with the room tour in it. Check it out in the description down below under the playlists, hotels. Now, let's step outside and give you a brief overview of the grounds before we get into the specifics of what amenities the Doubletree has to offer. The resort is segmented into three sections. There is a set of buildings which house this indoor pool, a lazy river just outside those windows, and a kiddie pool. This section is right up against the Spring-Made Pier just outside those windows. There is another building off to the other side of the resort which houses more pool features and green space for activities. In between those two sets of buildings is where you check in, and there is a restaurant, another pool, and a pool bar, a whole bunch of good stuff. But we'll make our way over there later in the video. That right there is the Spring-Made Pier. Now, just because you are staying at the Doubletree at the Spring-Made Pier does not mean you get access. You still have to pay $3 per person to walk on that pier, or I believe it's $15 a person for fishing. So keep that in mind. The pier is not part of your resort fee. To the left runs the entire length of the resort, so you can actually walk along the sand dunes from one side to the other. To the right here is the main central building. This is where you're going to check in. This has a little outlook here over the water. There's also a restaurant in this building, so you could get some food and then sit out there on that porch and enjoy the view. Now here is the central pool that is just below the restaurant. That's the restaurant up top there. You can see there's some cabana chairs on the other side of this fence. You can actually rent those for a period of time. Reserve them, if you will. So this is one of, I believe, the 5 or 6 pools that are offered at the resort. And these pools are simply a stone's throw from the ocean. The sand dunes are just on the other side of that pool. Here's an example of one of those cabanas you can reserve. And here is the other side of the resort. Another set of buildings with their own pool and outdoor activities. And of course, there's that pool bar in the central pool area. There is a lot of green space on this side of the resort, which is right next to the ocean. The ocean's just to the right of us, so if you want to go out there and lounge or throw a football around, go right ahead. There's lots of space to have your activities. It's worth mentioning that this hotel is directly below the flight path of the Myrtle Beach Airport. MYR is just across the street from it, so aircraft will be flying directly overhead periodically throughout the day. Like I said, airplanes. If you like mini golf, the Doubletree's got you covered. There is a mini golf course directly across the street from this resort, and it is for the patrons of the Doubletree to play. This is included in your stay. Now, this isn't one of those crazy, wacky, heavily themed mini golfs that you're going to see in downtown Myrtle Beach or North Myrtle Beach. But it is a mini golf nonetheless. It's not crazy, it's not wacky, it's straight to the point and playable. That's the key thing here. It is playable. So if you like mini golf and you just want to burn through 18 holes, go at it. It seems to be very quiet on this side of the street, and not a lot of other people are playing. Thank you so much for joining me on this resort tour of the Doubletree by Hilton, oceanfront in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. If you want to see other videos about Myrtle Beach, check out the playlists in the description below. If you want to see a room tour from this resort, also check out the playlist. All right, everybody. Till next time, stay safe and take it easy.